Yeah, like you're gonna have to make some sacrifices. Your lifestyle might change.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit to pay off this debt. And so a couple months go by, and we talk again or whatever. And I asked, I said, how are you coming with your credit card debt? Oh, it doesn't seem like I'm making any I'm making any progress, yada yada. I said, oh, okay, so what are you doing? Well, I'll pay it down or whatever, and my credit score will go up. They'll increase my credit line, and I might go shopping, yada yada. I said, ma'am,
that's a cycle.
I said, ma'am, what are you doing?
It's like a cycle of bad
of
financial
debt,
methodology, like
okay, so and how credit was explained to me after my credit cards, like after I had got a credit card, got into debt, paid it off. I was like, hey, I can't do that no more because I don't like the feeling of owing somebody.
I don't either. I don't either. Like
that weighs on me.
It weighs on me too. But I think it goes back to more the environment you grew up in. Like I think we touched on this briefly last time, but you have to understand, like your environment creates your habits.
Yep.
Your habits are determined by your behavior, and your behavior is normally driven by emotion.
By emotions.
And so all those things are attached, but it starts in your environment. So if I grew up in an environment where we didn't talk about money, or like money was a curse, or we didn't talk about debt or anything like that, my environment is conducive of me not being financially educated.
Exactly.
And so whenever we talk about stuff like this with people, when we do our seminars and things like that, a lot of people get turned off in the beginning because they're like, number one, I never talked about this before.
Right.
Number two, what do you want from me? Nothing, because you got a scarcity mindset. I
don't want nothing from you.
And lastly, it's like, why have you not made that decision to really change that?
Some people don't. Okay, if you don't know that you have a problem, you'll never look. What did Jay-Z say? You can't heal what you never reveal.
Nah, you went to that.
Hey,
That was good.
Same concept. Like if you don't know that you have a problem, you can never fix that problem. And so, like I was saying in the example or whatever, I said, what are you doing? You're doing nothing but increasing your debt, your income to debt ratio.
You are, but see, this is what, and it's a really good documentary on Netflix that talked about this.
Oh,
people have to understand that they target people like her.
Yeah.
They target people who have bad spending habits because your bad spending habits make them more money.
Yes, I use this term. I said you'll never pay off this credit card debt. You're the perfect consumer for this credit card company.
You are, but Obama actually passed a law. I cut you off, Josh, and I apologize. But Obama passed a law years ago that made credit bureaus and credit agencies and credit card people tell people that if you make the minimum payment, you're gonna be in debt for 20 years.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
Exactly. I took that
totally out of my mouth.
I did.
I told her, I was like, hey, in 20, like you're a financial slave. 20 years, you're still going to be paying off.
You will.
This doubt of, $500, $1,000.
Because you wanted a shirt.
Because you wanted a shirt.
You literally paid $100 for a $20 shirt. Or thousands of dollars.
She didn't get it. She didn't get it.
It go back to that financial pathology piece.
Yeah, man.
That environment. The environment you grew up in is normally what you become. And it happens because that environment actually feeds your subconscious. And your subconscious mind actually works while you don't think about it. So your habits is a part of your subconscious mind. And so you do things that you don't think about.
Look, man, I'm slicking tears, man, because, psych, that's my thing. You're just speaking truths right now.
That's what happened, man. And I really feel like people, they don't, even the listeners right now, our people that's listening to us, and we love you. You still not gonna get what we're saying if you are in a bad space. You know what I mean? If you're in a bad scarcity mindset space, because everything we say to you is gonna be like, I can't do that. That can't happen. That can't be me.
Or they're gonna be defensive.
Yeah. Take the defenses down and really listen to the message, and don't think about the messenger. Yeah. Like, listen to the message. Don't think about us saying it. Just receive it and really, really focus on really paying that off as fast as possible, because your credit score is 65% DTI and paying your bills on time. That's 65% job.
I always like trying to, because numbers don't lie.
No, it doesn't.
If I see that somebody's not getting it, really, I say, let's do the math.
Okay, and I look at the math. I draw a pie chart. I like drawing pie charts. I like drawing like a big circle.
Yeah.
And then like start at 65%. And then I say, okay, what do you have in this section that we can fix now?
Yeah.
Because the other stuff is credit repair, credit restoration.
Yeah.
That's 35%.
Yeah.
If we take it to 65%, I know people that I personally helped, and I'm saying I real intently right now.
Yeah.
Go from a 500 to a 600 just by taking care of the 65%. Or from a 600 to a 700.
Yeah, to a 700.
Now my credit score is right almost at a 700. Mm-hmm. So I went through some hard times.
Shout out to him and his credit score.
Yeah, I'm not at 700 yet, but it is very close to that.
Yeah.
And I remember when I started off at like a 500, but I got serious about my finances, took care of that 65%, and then now, years later, I say years because I want you to know this is not an overnight process.
Right.
Years later, I'm almost at a 700.
Yeah.
It took a couple years, for me to figure out. But
but that's an attainable number. Like everybody thinks 700, 800 credit scores is like this unicorn of credit or whatever, but it's doable and being done.
It is all the time. I got one guy I personally helped some months back because when you go through the journey like I did, 2 years of really looking at this stuff like in detail, the way my mind works, you start figuring out some things. So we looked at the 65%. He went from a 700 to over an 800 just by looking at the 65%.
Yeah.
Now I ain't worried about the other stuff.
Yeah.
The 65%. Once you start making your bill payments on time, and this is psychology. This is psychology behind the credit companies. If I pay my bills on time, I'm going to bring down my debt to income. So on time bill payments bring down my debt to income. I naturally start to raise my credit score.
Naturally, just by being diligent in your bill paying.
That's it.
That's it. What do we call that? Being a responsible adult.
Yeah, adulting.
All you have to do is adult.
Yeah, and that's it. So now what I run into a lot of people, and I really get away from. Look, we can't tell people what to do
at all.
So I'm not trying to tell you what to do. You grown, but at the same time, I really want you to get this message because we talked about this earlier, and I'm gonna bring it up again. We talked about Kanye versus the people.
Yeah.
You have a choice. Now, how he framed that, what he said was maybe a little bit off for some people.
It wasn't the best PR move he could make.
Actually, it was.
It really was. I take that. Yeah, that was genius. That was genius. I take that back. Yeah, that was genius.
It was a marketing.
New album sales about to be.
It was marketing genius. Whether you agree with me or not, what he did was marketing genius. He got a lot of people angry. He trended on social media. He trended on radio, everything. People were interviewing him about him.
Yeah, about him.
I'm trying to get that.
Yeah.
People were interviewing T.I. about the conversation he had with Kanye.
Just let that sink in. Like
that's marketing 101.
That's marketing, man.
Well, that ain't marketing. That's marketing 1000. That's 101.
101.
That's 101 to me, but that's marketing 1000 because this dude created such a wave. Within 24 to 48 hours, he's been out of the spotlight for 2 years, bro. He came out with the Life of Pablo 2 years ago.
2 years ago, yeah.
In 2006, I looked it up just for. I'm like, hold on, why
for facts, yeah.
2 years,
yeah.
And 2 years later, he is back.
You know who capitalized on that? Who I first recognized did that, and not even just so much, maybe on purpose, but he was using the media against themselves. Michael Jackson did that to perfection.
I didn't know that.
Check out the first child molestation case or whatever. A year later, he released the album.
Dang.
The second one, same thing, released the album. Later, after he I think he dangled his baby. I think it was blanket over the. I think Invincible came right after that.
It did. You're right. I remember this now. Marketing genius is so golly. So it's all about a choice.
It's all about choices.
So you have a choice on what you're gonna do with your finances right now. You can make the decision today because we live in a society where I'm not gonna go there today, but you do have a choice.
Yeah,
you have a choice.
And I don't want to make it seem like we're overgeneralizing or oversimplifying anybody's situation, be it slavery. Physical bondage or mental and financial slavery now.
Or debt bondage.
Or debt, financial slavery. Yeah. Everybody's situation is different. But the end goal is still the same. We all want to prosper and be successful.
But you always have a choice.
You always have a choice.
The one thing that Allah, God, Yahweh, whatever you the universal God, the one thing that God gave us, he or she, because I want to be real clear on this, because God does not have to be just a male.
He, she,
I want to get away from that. Was she gave us all free will.
Yeah.
We all have free will.
Yeah.
And that free will, right connected to that, like the brother or sister, that is a choice.
Yeah.
You have a choice to do anything you want to. Now you can make good choices,
or you can make really stupid bad choices.
And you know what I realized? Sometimes those stupid bad choices end up working out for your good.
Oh man, they be the best lessons.
So I picked this up. Experience is the best teacher. I take it back. Experience is the best teacher, but it's the hardest teacher.
Yeah.
You get the test first. And you get the lesson last.
Then you get the lesson last.
You like that? That was good.
Yo, that's good. I like that. Shout out to me. We getting all kind of claps and applause.
So hey, we can end on that.
Yeah. Oh wait. Real quick. My mom. We was talking this morning or whatever. We have. We're coming into some large sums of money.
Really?
Yeah.
Am I part of this large sum?
I don't.
Hey, you hear how he said we? He wasn't even talking about me. He was talking about himself and everybody else. Not us.
Let me drink my water.
Yeah, that's why your ice melting now.
My mom wanted to ask, like, how can we protect our money from Uncle Sam for taking 20 to 30% of our large?
That's a very simple answer.
Okay, yeah.
But it can be complex in actually doing it. So, number one, get you a good tax person.
Okay.
Number two,
we know Kevin.
Get you a good insurance person, because you can put some of that money into annuities, which could be good. I don't know the whole situation.
Yeah.
Another one is to dump a lot of their money into investments. And there's some other strategies too. I'm just gonna go with the insurance and investing right now. There's some other things you can do.
That's like post after we get it, because I think she was talking about how do we protect it before the check even hits.
Nah, with that, man, like
I told her, I was like, man,
you need to find a good financial planner.
Tax evasion.
No, I mean, tax evasion, tax protection.
Yeah.
But you go listen to that episode. That's season
I think
one.
That's like
season 1, episode like 2 or 3.
2 maybe,
something like that.
3, something.
Yeah. So what she's trying to do essentially is protect it from showing up as income on her balance sheet.
On her balance sheet, yeah.
But you have to find ways to see. This is what wealthy people do. They do it all the time. They say, I'm going to get a large sum of money. What can I do to either balance this money out with losses? What can I put my money in to balance out with losses? Real estate is a good area. When she get the money, she puts on real estate. She'll still have the so-called tax bill, but if she take enough losses, it'll balance out.
It'll balance all out.
It'll balance out. So I would say real estate, insurance. Real estate, insurance, investments. That's a Schedule C, Schedule E, and the insurance is just you protecting your money.
Yeah.
Because then you can take it and pass it down to your grandkids.
Yeah.
And then that's a whole. This is estate planning.
That's cool.
And I decided not to go that route, but I know enough about it to let the people know that you can look at those options. So tell your mama that's not gonna give me none of the money.
I don't think I'm getting any of the money. So we both left out. She just asked me. She asked me, well, I know you're doing your podcast today, so go on and pose this question. Is that what y'all do? Ma, you not listening to the podcast? Well, I don't know how to work the phone. Well, anyway.
Man, you just gotta press play, bro.
Hey, that's all you gotta do.
That's cool. But hey, y'all press play. This has been Katie Young.
Hey, this is Josh Rucker.
This has been the Wealth Effect. We love you.
Peace.